For every individual, there is a constant fear of the unknown. For high school students, their major fear is getting accepted into post-secondary education. There is a ceaseless level of anxiety and tension that builds up in students as their last year of high school progresses. Where getting accepted into a prestigious program is a mandatory priority, failure is not an option. Students are overloading themselves by taking AP classes, getting jobs, joining extracurricular activities, and much more to prepare for their unknown fate. Students carry a massive weight on top of their shoulders due to the tremendous level of competition. Not knowing what's going to happen in the future is scary. It causes you to be put in a position in which you are no longer in control. The movie Candy Jar is about two high school students named Bennett and Lona trying to get into their dream university. They are constantly in competition with each other and both are very focused on getting into the prestigious programs. Their entire lives depend on getting into university. They both work very hard and strive to get good grades. Not to mention, they are also part of the debate team as a way to strengthen their involvement in school. As a grade 12 high school student, I am also working very hard in order to get into a desirable university program. I'm always in competition with my peers, attempting to outdo them and achieve higher grades. Furthermore, I'm also part of many clubs and other extracurricular activities in order to boost my involvement and presence within my school and community to portray to universities that I'm a well-rounded student.
Give yourself a break.
I don't have time for breaks.
You're nervous, aren't you?
About state?
No, about getting into Harvard.
That's
You
fine.
told them you qualified?
Yeah, I did.
You're a 4-time qualifier. That's amazing.
Yeah, but am I gonna get in?
You're gonna do
I
great.
don't know that.
They'd be lucky to have you.
Look, Harvard has a 5% acceptance rate. That means that there's a 95% chance that I don't get in.
Maybe you're different.
Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not any different.
Lona has a very similar mindset to myself, which is centered around the unknown. I am very nervous for what the future holds for me. I rarely have time to relax as I am always working and studying hard to get good grades. The acceptance rate in prestigious universities is very low, and even though I get high grades and am involved in numerous extracurricular activities, I still have a feeling that it is not enough, and nor do I have enough to make myself stand out from my peers. I am in competition with very bright students, not only in the province or country, but internationally around the world as well. That is very stressful as I constantly feel I am not a strong enough candidate to meet the university expectations, which I'm sure a lot of other students fear as well. I constantly have the fear that if I don't get into the program that I desire, I will be seen as a failure and will not live up to my potential and expectations of my family and friends.
So overbearing that it's turning young people into robots. Forcing us to make critical decisions about our future at the age of 16. Entire adult life is dependent upon my GPA, AP courses, and community service.
Getting a high GPA is the main focus for many students. My parents have always told me, if I work hard, get good grades, I will get into university and have a successful job as an adult. Good grades, good college, good job. These words are what many high school students live by. Good college provides the avenue to pursue one's dreams. But then again, it is only the marks that judges one's performance. Parents often force their kids to study just for the mark. Thus, from birth to landing a job, teenagers are under pressure to get high marks. There is a lot of burden to succeed in order to secure a wealthy future. It is very frightening to me that this year can change the course of my life. My entire future depends on how well I do in grade 12, which creates a lot of tension as I feel that if I don't perform satisfactorily, my future will not be as prosperous as it can be. Sometimes I feel as if I'm carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders. All the stress and tension building up over time, trying to maintain a high GPA. Also while juggling my job and commitments to extracurricular activities. My entire future depends upon these things, and I must succeed, as failure is not an option for me. I relate to this quote as I see myself becoming the robot described.
Next year scares the shit out of me. I don't know where I'll end up, or what I'm going to do, or what I'll become.
When I was little, I thought I had my future figured out. Like most kids, I drew a picture of adulthood with beautiful, happy colors, cheerfully envisioning precise details of my life. At 12, I planned out my education path and career plan, and then God abruptly tossed my pretty puzzle piece out of the window and directed me to a different path. He invited me into different opportunities and filled me with different dreams and desires. However, my future no longer looks so sweet and simple. It has lost its rosy, predictable blush and has been iced over with a harder edge. It's unknown. As teenagers, we start to realize that the idealistic plans we made as kids aren't sure things. We don't have control. I feel like my future is a blank slate. Everything is up in the air, and I feel swallowed by the unknown, fear of the future pressing in. Will I get the program I want, or be deferred to a program that's not suitable for me? Furthermore, I'm still conflicted on what I actually want to do once I reach university. There are so many choices, and I don't want to pick something that I will regret taking later. There are so many choices hanging over me about my future, which I am afraid to answer. With the rapidly changing landscape of tech and business, it is not automatically clear what majors bring the best of career options and self-satisfaction all at the same time. I worry about picking the wrong major and having to drop out, or graduating with the wrong major and not finding a job, or worse, still not being happy in what I end up doing. In the end, I must persevere and not be afraid of my future. I must accept what will happen and that I have no control over what occurs and impacts my future. All I can do is continue to strive and work hard, and that in the long run, everything will work itself out. As long as I keep working diligently, my future will be prosperous. Nothing is set to stone, including the future. It is constantly changing, and instead of being fearful, I should adapt to whatever happens and not be scared, or whatever the future outcome may be. Even if I don't get my desired program, it is not the end of the world. If I continue to keep a strong work ethic now and in university, my future will still turn out to be fine. The unknown is scary, but it is nothing I cannot handle.